Hi everyone! Welcome to ratl.ai. Today, I'll be giving you a quick demo on how swiftly you can set up a boilerplate framework for testing APIs. But before we dive into that, I want to point out a link to our reflection page where we outline ratl.ai's journey in 2024. Make sure you check it out. Let's get back to our main focus. You can kick things off with a sample curl provided here, or use any platform you prefer. For this demo, I'll use an example from tirabeauty.com. I'll simply copy the curl and head over to our platform, where I'll remove the existing sample curl. Next, I'll be testing the platform curl by clicking on Start Testing. I've entered a sample curl with one API, which begins our flow. This ties into a previous flow where I introduced myself as Ratl. Essentially, Ratl processes input curl in an agentic format. The input has been processed, and a separate workspace has been automatically created. Here's where things get started. Let me introduce Inga, our custom-named agent. Inga is our testing expert. If you check out the ratl website, we've showcased our agents there. Inga, the testing expert, has kicked things off. A functional test suite for the specific curl API has been generated, complete with a test case ID and other details. Let's proceed to execute it. Now, we see a test report being generated, and Inga, as the testing expert, is handling the testing in all formats. The process begins with end-to-end testing, but it indicates that it can't perform end-to-end testing using curl since it's a single API, which is expected. This demonstrates the level of interaction between Ratl and Inga. The next step involves passing the task to Chase, our load testing expert. Chase identifies Gatling as the preferred load generator for the API's format. However, you can choose a different option if needed. Chase is now analyzing the request. The Gatling code for the load test is successfully generated, and the script verifies a successful response with a 200 status code. Ratl then prompts Chase to create a simulation. If you're familiar with Gatling, you'll know it operates on simulations and scenarios. The simulation script must incorporate all necessary weightages. Currently, I'm demonstrating with just one API, but we'll also show this process with multiple APIs for complete end-to-end testing and load test simulations. Chase has completed the load test creation, and we have a link to the final report, which Ratl has compiled for the given curl. This represents the workspace created for it. This workspace, labeled WS012, provides the current API and the finished simulation. Here, you can explore all associated details and logs to understand what transpired during the process. This setup allows users the flexibility to review what happened in the background. If discrepancies arise or if users want to tweak the AI-generated code, they have the freedom to make those adjustments.